Alright guys, as promised, we're going to walk around a little bit so you guys can see this option that we feel would probably be better than a safe ground. It provides a little more dignity. It's not just people being intense on sidewalks. So I'm going to walk around and show you guys kind of this idea that I've brought this to Katie Valenzuela's attention and to others' attention, but it's been basically ignored. So this is one of the rooms. It's in a little tiny cabin. We're outside of Sacramento. So there's bunk beds on either side. And it's going to be kind of messy, sorry, because we're spending the night here. So my daughter. So that's the kids' room, part of the room. As you can see, there's a little table inside. Sorry, there's so much mess in here. There's a bed. There's air conditioning in here. There's a swing. There's Kyle. All right, so we're going to walk around so you guys can check it out. So there's a picnic bench. There's a barbecue. There's a fire pit. And then, watch out, Scarlett. And then that's what the cabin looks like from the outside. So this is a little community. Now this is something we could build because, again, we're looking at blowing $11,000 on, $100 million on keeping people in tents in parking lots. So let's walk around a little bit. It's kind of overgrown. It used to have like a waterway where you could paddle boat. I used to come here a lot. But so as you can see, it's just little cabins. This would provide some dignity, some housing, an actual roof, so people aren't getting flooded out. And so I'm gonna walk you guys around so you guys can see the rest of the place. It's pretty cool. As you can see, these ones right here are a little bit smaller. Those are 1 bedrooms. And then we have these ones that have full amenities. These have kitchens, small kitchens and stuff like that. I'm not gonna walk all the way around the RVs, but I do want to show you guys a little bit. The park is pretty big, and this would be a great idea for what they're trying to do, but not what they're doing, because they like to do the minimal resourcing. So, okay, these are trailer and car spaces, and these trailer and car spaces have access to water, sewage, and electricity. I lost my party. The kids were following me, but so as we keep walking, you can see there's picnic tables in the sections. Again, just the basics. This is the basics that people need. Water, power, sewage. No matter what the situation is. If you look down, there's the row of RVs. RVs on this side. I'll go back around, but in the far corner, it's grassy areas where people can camp. As we go this way, if I see if I can scroll out. Sorry, it's kind of bumpy. I don't have a stabilizer. Over here is a dog park. Again, great thing for our unhoused. They all got fur babies. A picnic area right here. They just changed up the bathrooms, so we're gonna check these out. So it's community bathrooms. Let's see if anybody's in here. In just a second. So these are the bathrooms. That's me. So as you can see, the bathrooms have a shower. So it's tiny. This is a lot smaller than it used to be. They used to actually have a full-on bathroom, but sink, toilet. So this is a community area. A shared area, sorry. Let's see if I can find my daughter. In just a second, guys. I think she stayed back in the cabin. Okay. So I'm going to keep walking so you guys can check it out. So again, lines of RVs. The basic necessities, which is important. Power, sewage, water. I don't see my daughter. I guess they're going to stay behind a little bit. So as we keep walking around the park, another row of spaces for mobile homes. This would be great for our RVs. So again, this place isn't for sale, but this idea is what we need versus tents and parking lots. As you go, so I zoom out, there's like a play area, field for kids to play soccer, a volleyball, or whatever they want to play. So we keep walking. There's more swings out here. And I'm not going to probably talk too much when I come in here. no, this is not the master siting plan. This is what we believe we should be looking at for the master siting or the comprehensive siting plan. Something like this, not tents in neighborhoods with pretend policies that are causing harm for everybody. We believe that that's harmful, what they're doing. So there's a playground, there's a pool. Let me go back around. So if there's people in the rec room, I'm not going to talk too much, but you guys will be able to see the benefits of what's there. As you can see, there's a barbecue right here, a picnic table. Well, it looks like there may not be anybody in here. So this is an idea that I proposed to, when I talked to them, that I thought would be a great idea. This is a community rec room. So again, community areas, single occupancy spaces for people, and then community areas. So there's a TV and tables, books. You come in here, this is a shared kitchen space. Got a microwave, a sink, toaster. And then, as you can see, the fridge. And then in the back corner, I'm not going to video because there's somebody back there, but there is washers and dryers. Again, something that we need for our unhoused communities. So that's the rec room. Again, these are spaces that are shared. So this is something that we could be promoting versus what they're trying to implement. What they're trying to implement to us is dangerous. The whole flooding situation, we're being ignored around violence, the community is upset, there's a lot of things going on. You got roosters floating around here. Coming around to the front, there's some more bathrooms on the other side, some more bathrooms, the other access to the pool. So again, things like this could happen for a greater amount of people. It would be more productive. The community would be more engaged than what they are now. There hasn't been much community outreach. There's just a lot of things that are really, really wrong with the comprehensive plan. So this place is kind of big. Just give me a second. But yeah, this is something that we were pushing for. When we think safe ground, we think this. We think dignity. We don't think what the city has put out. The city has put out lacks responsibility. So there's a little farm out here for the kids to come out and feed people. So I believe that this is something that the community could get behind. An idea like this. There's a store, so something like that could be where staff is. There's actually groceries and basic needs in there. And then again, they have a food truck out here, but again, this is just an idea. Like, they're being lazy. They're literally just plopping people wherever. And when we just plop people wherever, that comes with no accountability. The people on X Street were completely flooded out. Again, there's been violence between not just the unhoused, but also the community members. Nobody feels safe. And we've expressed these concerns and we've been ignored. So we continue to, fight. And we need the community to step up and say, hey, these safe ground ideas that you have are not acceptable, because they're not. Moving people into safe areas behind gates, as the mayor says, it's to regulate people. It's not to provide services, because we don't have the services. They can tell you they've housed thousands of people, which is what they do. What that means is somebody's gotten access through a front door. They don't care what the end results are. We're not seeing how many people have actually been housed, or what those resources were actually given. So, again, just an idea. We have enough money to be doing that. So, walking back around. But again, there's ideas, there's things that the community could get behind. If we had a site like this, and we were able to eventually triage people into housing and wraparound services, we could utilize these spaces for camping, for families, once the unhoused are out of them. But that's not what the city's aiming to do. The city's aiming to dump millions of dollars in a homeless industrial complex that's doing nothing. So as you can see, sorry it's so bumpy, I really need to get a stabilizer. I want to show you guys the actual camping spaces where people can actually tent camp, because that's the other thing is people have problems. They have PTSD, things like that. Some people can't be inside. When you've been outside for 20 years, it's hard to be inside walls. It feels claustrophobic to some people. Come around. So again, this was an idea that I proposed to them. I reached out to the people that own this property. This was up for sale at one point, and I had brought it up, but they ignored us. So that's what they do. Again, it's going to be the community stepping up. It's not the advocates, you know, we stand up the best that we can, but it's going to be about the community saying like, hey, there's better ideas out there. This is the camping tent area. As you can see, there's everything you need every day. They pick up garbage till 8 p.m. So you've got your doggy things, you've got power. Hi. You've got all the different stuff. So again, these are some options that the city ignores. They choose to spend $100 million to bring in infrastructure and call them safe grounds. But again, they're supposed to, by law, have infrastructure for every 10 people in an encampment, and they're failing to do that. They're trying to make the community believe that they're doing something extra when they're really not. So, all right, you guys, I appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon.